Just count how many times this guy blinks.
If I was dumb enough to send my kid in, it's no different than a baby commercial for diapers.
Can you answer my question? Do you think that you have the right to consent to 65-year-old men looking at your son while he's naked?
I wouldn't allow it.
Do you think
That's
that you
my
have the
responsibility as a
right?
father.
Do you think that you have the right to allow it? Do you think if you did allow it, that you would be violating the consent of your child?
They have no choice in the matter whatsoever. It's my decision as the parent. And I wouldn't put my kid in that situation. That's why I think pageants are weird in the first place. I would never...
Okay, he literally holds that face right there while he mutes that guy. Let's just explain what's happening here. He's talking to a guy about consent and about pageants. And he asked the guy, would you consent to old men looking at your son, because he has a son, in a pageant? And would you let him, would you consent to old guys looking at your son if you brought him up there naked in a pageant? And the guy was like, of course not.
My kid is no different than a baby commercial for diapers.
Can you answer my question? Do you think that you have the right to consent to 65-year-old men looking at your son while he's naked?
So that's his question. His question is, do you think you have the right to consent to your kid who's a minor and tell him to go into one of these pageants? He threw out naked for some reason. I don't know why. But he said, okay, so that's clear. Do you consent to your kid going up there naked for some reason and having 65-year-old men looking at him in a pageant?
I wouldn't allow it.
I wouldn't allow it.
Do you think
That's
that
my
you have the
responsibility as a
right?
father.
Do you think that you have the right to allow it? Do you think if you did allow it, that you would be violating the consent of your child?
They have no choice in the matter whatsoever. It's my decision as the parent. And I wouldn't put my kid in that situation. That's why I think pageants are weird in the first place. I would never...
So he tells him, like, yeah, I mean, I'm the parent. If my kid wants to be in a pageant, I have the right to consent and say, yeah, you can be in a pageant. And even though I wouldn't, because I think pageants are weird, and I wouldn't do that anyways, because the guy obviously said, do you consent to having 65-year-old men looking at your kid naked? Kids in pageants don't get naked anyways, but look at his reaction. He's confused himself. He is absolutely confused himself on where he was taking this, where he was going, and what direction he was taking this conversation. Dean Withers himself is confused now. And look at his reaction.
Never...
This is not paused, by the way. He holds this expression for a good 20, 30 seconds. What is he so surprised about?
Amen. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Let's see what Dean Withers is gonna do.
I think that you don't deserve to have any custodial rights over your child.
This literal child. Dean Withers is a child. I don't even think he's 18. I'm not saying that if you're 17 or 16, you're a child, but you're under 18. This under 18 with no kids, he's a Tik Tocker, thinks this guy should not have any kids.
So, for those watching, their handle is goatman91096. It's going to be their handle. If there happens to be anybody in here that's good at has like facial recognition software,
So you can find me. It's fine. Nothing I said was wrong.
Yeah, nothing he said was wrong. And he proceeds to dox the crap out of him. Dox him. Not only that, but calls for him to get doxed. Calls for him to get doxed so they can call. Watch what he's about to say right now. But right now he's doxing him, which is illegal.
Okay,
I just said that the kid doesn't get to make the decision.
What's your name?
I would never put them in that situation.
Okay, what's your name?
And why are you trying to dox people, dude? That's weird.
Because I want to find who you are so I could call CPS and have them take your child away from you.
For what?
Oh, you can find me. It's fine. Nothing I said was wrong.
Okay,
I just said that the kid doesn't get to make the decision.
What's your name?
I would never put them in that situation.
Okay, what's your name?
And why are you trying to dox people, dude? That's weird.
Because I want to find who
weird.
you are so I could call CPS and have them take your child away from you.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you would like to try to do that.
Yes, I would. So
They would never even do it. That's the best part.
Okay. What's your name?
Because I would take the part, and I have a witness sitting here who's heard me say I would never put my child in that situation.
Okay. So what's your name?
So don't worry, move.
He even explains it again. I would never put my kid in that situation. What are you talking about, Dean Withers? I would never put my kid in that situation. So why does he continue to try to dox him?
The goalpost too, by the way.
So you said that you think that parents have every right to exploit and traffic their children. So
No, that's not what I said.
So I'm not going to debate it with you. That is what you said. So I just putting this out there for anybody. Feel free to take his profile picture. Maybe you could go on like tiktok.com/his handle. You could save his profile picture, run it through some like reverse image search. Maybe it will link back to like a Facebook or something where you could find his name.
You can't do that. What he's doing right now is so illegal to call on his viewers to dox that guy. That is so illegal. I promise you he's going to get taken down by TikTok. He's going to get taken down. You can't openly ask your viewers to dox him and call Child Protective Service on somebody. Unless the guy said, I'm here with my kid and I'm currently drowning him in the bathtub, then yeah, you could dox somebody and have them call the police. But in this case, no.
And if you do find said information, that's public, by the way.
You're more than welcome to.
Feel free to take that
said.
information and report it to CPS. Feel free to take that information and report it to the law authorities in this area. Feel free to take that information and
what are they going to say?
Maybe his local CPS, etc. Child Protective Care, Child Protective Services. Feel free to do that. I'll go ahead and leave him on the live for around another 20 or 30 seconds here before we kick him, just so you guys and anybody that's interested in trying to do this can grab his profile picture.
Now, here's what happens to Dean Withers.
I'm sorry that I have anxiety. Okay, and honestly, yeah, it is kind of the fault of people like you that want to come up here and bully and berate me over something that I don't do. Okay?
All right, now, here's another challenge for you. See how many times he blinks in this minute 15 rant about anxiety. He's talking about some vape that he uses for anxiety.
I'm sorry that I have anxiety. Okay, and honestly, yeah, it is kind of the fault of people like you that want to come up here and bully and berate me over something that I don't do. Okay? So cut the shit. It's not a vape. All right? It's an anxiety pin. And God, the amount of times that I've asked you to respect me and respect my anxiety pin is at this point getting ridiculous. Cody, so please.
Justified crash out?
For the final and for the billionth time, will you please just respect the fact that it's not a vape and that it's an anxiety pin?
It's a goddamn anxiety pen! Get it right.
What flavor is your vape?
Yo, you really got me.
Get the fuck. Just
in for this.
Get the fuck out!
Get him out.
I hate women.
Okay, get out. You get out too, you fucking weirdo. What? Dude.
What?
Do you vape? Parker, do you vape?
No, it's a damn fucking anxiety pen.
What the fuck
okay.
Was that? What the fuck? Dude. What? Okay, Joe, you suck. Okay, we're gonna go to move on to the next guest.
All right, so this is Osmond Gold. I like this guy. I like Osmond Gold. But he shows the end of his video where Dean Withers is a little bit upset that he doxed some guy, and he's afraid he's going to lose his job.
This is now going to impact my life. If I ever stop doing what I'm doing right now, I want to go get another job or something. My employer looks up, sees that I doxed an innocent father and I'm a pedophile and that I just was making a joke. Dude, this shit will fuck me for life.
Yeah, it will. You will be effed for life. You will be kicked off of TikTok. And by the way, from a legal standpoint, why in God's name will you just admit to everybody that you dox somebody? You just literally told everybody, if an employer sees this, if I try to get a job, if I get kicked off TikTok and I have no job anymore and I have to go look for a real job, then they're going to see this and see that I doxed an innocent man. Why would you admit to that? For whatever he did, he could have gotten away with it if he had said nothing. But he literally on YouTube or on his TikTok came back the next day and said, you know what? You guys are going to get me in trouble because if an employer sees this, if I do get kicked off TikTok, they're going to see that I doxed an innocent man. From a legal standpoint, you just admitted to what you just did. So All right. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. If you guys don't know Dean Withers, go look him up. If you do know him, tell me what you know about him, what you think about him. I'm interested to know because this is kind of the first week or so that I'm actually hearing about this kid. All right. Talk to you later.